Morning YouTube friends, my name's Jackie and welcome to Gone Potty Gardening. As you know, there's been a lot going on here. The renovations have finally finished. That was a bit of an ongoing thing actually that interrupted a lot of videos. I'll show you the house in a sec because a lot of people have been asking, you know, what's the cottage look like now? And in the meantime, I've been trying to clear up around, you know, after the builders. So I'll show you the house and what I've been up to. This is the cottage from the front. They've got vents up in the roof here. The attic's all been insulated as well. On the windows they put like a plastic, well it's not plastic actually, it's steel, but with a coating on all the windows. Yeah, the chimneys need painting, and there's a little gap along here between the roof and the thing that in the summer I'm gonna have to get up and I think I'll paint that in between there, probably black. And we did have new guttering put on as well, so yeah, it should be nice and warm. From the side view, yeah, really pleased with it. It looks lovely. And this outhouse here, next summer I shall paint that to go in with that colour, you know, because that's like pure white, that. And this is an off-white. Yeah, it looks lovely. I'll pop a picture of what it was like before, and then you'll be able to tell. I'm not sure if I told you before, but what held up a lot of the work was it was all done. It's insulation blocks with an acrylic finish on the top, and the idea of it is to retain the heat on the inside, you know, which it does. We've noticed already, and it's not even the winter. But yeah, the first lot was inspected and it had to all be taken off after it had all been done. So it was a nightmare, to be honest. This bit here I've decided to make like a seating area, so I've covered it with the weed suppressant, but I'm going to bring it out further to meet with those blocks over there. And what I thought about using was, I'm not sure about what I'm going to fill it with yet, on top of the fabric. Yeah, this had to go there, so I want to disguise that, like I say, with a nice trellis up there, and that'll be all right. So I've laid all the weed suppressant here, and I want to lay it in that bit over there, and lay some sort of, I don't know yet what. I'm not going to do wood chip because that rots down and weeds grow in that, so probably some sort of stone. On this bit here is where the old oil tank was, and I thought about using these long concrete blocks to put around the edges. I mean, they're very heavy and I'll probably need to cut them, but I think they might be perfect for that, you know, to stop all the shingle or whatever coming out of the edges. I'll have to use an angle grinder, but this is the old boiler cupboard. Now they've had to put a finish in here, and they've got to put a top coat yet, but that's the underneath coat. And what I thought I might do is store some gardening tools in here, you know, rakes and stuff like that. Not the bigger lawnmowers and things, but just rakes and that. But yeah, it's a nice handy little space. So put a little latch on the door and we can use that, definitely. A handy little space. This is a new boiler, which is just outside the cupboard, as you can see. A much more efficient boiler with a little key, so that would be nice. The other one was so old. This is a new oil tank, but I want to try and disguise that a little bit with a trellis at the other side. But I think it's doubly encased and it's got a key to get into it as well. And yeah, indoors there's a little aerial that shows you how much oil is in the tank. So it's amazing technology. This is the little area we've been talking about with them long concrete blocks along the edge. So I'm going to pull the weed suppressant up to the edge there, and then we'll be able to put the blocks right the way around the edge. And that'd be a nice area actually to have a little barbecue, as long as we have it this side and not near the oil tank, but I could put a slab down, and I think it'll look quite nice. So yeah, that's a little project I've been getting on with, and look forward to it. It's been a busy time of the year now, harvesting. I've cleared these 2 beds of onions, and yesterday we strung them all up. Hannah from up the road came down and helped. It was a really productive day. We shared some of the harvest. We picked a load of beans from the runner beans. Now that's funny, but last year I didn't get any beans, but this year so many. There's even more to come, and I want to leave some of them on there for collection of the pods for next year. The comfrey is still in flower, and there's still little bees on there, look. So I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to, I don't really want to cut it yet because of that. But I was going to put it all in the beds and some in the compost. There's actually some more onions in here. I've just noticed that I've got to harvest. These are the ones that I grew from seed. So yeah, now that I know I can, I'm going to grow them from seed next year. We've had some really beautiful gladioli in the garden. I do love them. They don't last very long, but I love the colours. There's that one. I do know the names of them. I've written them down, but I couldn't remember offhand. And there's another one. Those colours are just stunning, aren't they? That's why I love them. It brightens up the garden. Lots of lovely kale. Amazing amount of kale, really. Lovely. We've been having that. We had some of that in a curry actually the other day. Put some in smoothies. I think I'm going to make some into a powder as well, dehydrate it. Also the chickens benefit as well. I've got some sweet corn growing here, and I thought it'd be too late, but I can see a couple of cobs starting on there, and yeah, so I'm going to get some corn just in time before the winter. Also across there is butternut squash, so they might be a bit late. Everything was a little bit late with the builders and stuff, but they're spreading right across there, so I'm hoping we just might get some. We've got some nice weather coming, so yeah, fingers crossed. All in all, really, this year's been a good growing season. Really pleased with what we've got, you know. I've got garlic as well, which I think I'm going to put some of the cloves in olive oil and lemon in the fridge in jars. Some whole bulbs in the freezer, and use some fresh. Potatoes I'm gradually harvesting, and they keep in the bags without you having to, you know, harvest the whole lot. Like I say, the runner beans we did yesterday. And yeah, so I'm really pleased with the year, really. I mean, like I say, 2 months of this most important time of the year was taken up with the builders, and I found it very hard to get on and do videos. But at the end of the day, we harvest some really nice food. I hope you did too in your allotment. This is one of the new chickens, and she's just sussed out the camera. But there's a little story behind her. She keeps going missing. She went missing for a week at night time, and I've just sussed her out. But it's so funny. I'll pop in a little video and show you where she goes. But it just shows you that they don't miss a trick, do they? There she is. I've also been busy making a chicken feeder barrel, as you can see from the photos, it was quite straightforward, and all I got to do is tip a sack of chicken pellets in there and that's it. I don't have to keep feeding them, and they've got used to it already, so it's brilliant. Anyway, I'll catch everyone in the next video, and thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe to get any further videos that get uploaded, and until next time, I'll see you again. Take care everyone. Bye. Why not come and join me on Facebook or Instagram? The link is in the description.